bringing in the slides. I'm going to be hitting the road in the next 5 minutes or less, and I will be heading down to Long Beach, Washington. We got 1,000 trails down there. Slides in. Let's see. Yep, everything's shut off there. I'll get my drinks to go, and I will see you right after this. Well, I made it to the 1,000 trails in Long Beach. Pretty tight camping situation. I'm not even sure if anyone's staying in this one, but I'm gonna go check it out right now. I'm supposed to be about a 10-minute walk to the beach. So let's go check this out. That could be pretty awesome if that's the case. There's actually a path right behind the 1,000 trails. I'm gonna do a trash dump duty first, and then I'm off to the beach. So I was reading in the brochure, the dumpster is closed and locked up at dusk, opens at 8 a.m. and they say don't leave trash out because they have bears in the area. Yep, there we go. Do your part. Oh, raccoons too. Raccoons, squirrels, ravens, and bears. Now there is a walkway to the beach, and I think they said it's the other side, but it looks like there might be one there. But I'm going to go to the other side just to be safe. So I hate to start walking down that only to find out it's an extension of the dog park. But anyways, yeah. It's big and wide open, and it's very forested around the campground. The campground's pretty wide open. So let's take a look at the beach. Not sure what this is. Oh, fish cleaning station. That's cool. So I'm guessing there's definitely fishing going on around here. So my question is, if there's bears there in the campground from time to time, what stops the bears from being out here? Ooh, are these blackberries? Now, the cool thing, I came out onto a road that looks like a bike path, and though this is soft sand, I think the fat tire e-bike is going to be able to handle it fine. I might mind riding that out here at some point. Ooh, ocean, almost there. I have to admit, having grown up in Southern California, I do miss the ocean, and the few times we've been able to be at oceans, you know, whether it was west or east coast, it was really awesome. There it is. Definitely not big wave country, but not bad. Alright, so this is my GoPro, so things are closer than they appear, though they are still quite a ways out there. Right about there, there's some people on horseback. And right about there, there are some vehicles, and I think that's the end of that bike route. So I may ride the e-bike over there instead. This is pretty soft sand. I don't think I want to even try it on a fat tire. But I did see vehicles driving on the hard pack part of the beach out here. Oh my gosh, I love the sea air. Oh, yes. Oh, wow. Crabs. Quite a few. Man, there's bits and pieces of crabs all over the place. I don't know if this was Seagull Fest or what, but they're busted up all over. Yeah. Wow. That's awesome. Need to keep an eye open. I really don't want to get these new sandals wet. Yeah, I'm going to take the steps this way. Tide's making its way in. Alright, so one more reason not to go in the water here. They got jellyfish. There's one there. Yep, they got jellies. Yeah, definitely want to avoid that. Oh, I'm seeing more and more. Do not want to tangle with those guys. It's amazing how many jellyfish and crab are all over this beach. Look at all these guys. Man, that is nuts. Well, it's already 4 o'clock and I think I want to treat myself. There's a couple of really cool seafood places in town and I need to fill the truck up. So that's what I'm going to do next. So let's get going. Man, I really don't want to leave right now, but I kind of need to. So I will be back. I have all week here and I'll probably make this my morning walk. So yeah, this is really awesome. I love the beach and this is absolutely gorgeous coastline. Okay, well, I made it to town for just a day to explore. The world's longest beach in front of me. Scoopers to my right. If you want ice cream, I'm sure that's good. I see a lot of people coming from there. And a lot of noisy traffic on the road right now. But waiting to go check out the beach. Here we go. Not quite sure how they measure this, but they do claim to be the world's longest beach. Well, I've been on some pretty big beaches before. Let's take a look. It might be the longest walk to the beach. That could be. It's a long way down there. I probably should have just brought the truck down here. There's definitely parking down there. Oh well, they sucked me in. Now I gotta go. It's the longest approach to a beach in the world. Now I see the beach finally, I think. I see ocean anyway. Way the heck out there. At least I'm not the only one that made the walk. Oh well. It just dawned on me. I have the e-bike in the back of the truck. I could have pulled it out and ridden down here. Anyways, at least I'm getting exercise in, more steps. But that's basically what they're calling the boardwalk. When I saw the sign for boardwalk, I kind of expected all the shops and things at the boardwalk. Nope, no such thing. Oh my gosh, sandcastles. Here we go. Let's check this out. Riptides. I don't want to be there for the riptides. Don't want to get my feet wet, so this is probably as close as I'm going to go. But man, this goes a long way in both directions. I take it back, Long Beach, you might be right. Okay, so let's take a look at this thing. So all the way from there. And as far as you can see in that direction, that is pretty crazy. So I'm heading back to town, but it's interesting to think that 220 years ago, Lewis and Clark came through this area on their expedition of discovery. What an incredible experience. So that's the 1805. It's a shame when they got to the end of this walk here, they couldn't have bought some fish and chips back then. It wouldn't have happened. Okay, yeah, I know. Stop trolling. Anyways, more dad jokes to follow. Long Beach. Yep, Long Beach. I think you might be right. This is a pretty long beach. All right, now let's check out the town. A lot of cool shops. Definitely can't stop till I find the world's largest frying pan. I noticed there's a number of places closed. Most of them are open, but I think that some places might be closed Monday and Tuesdays and open for the weekend. Always a candy company store. That was creepy. She was staring at me as I walked in. So that's pretty crazy. They got a lot of oddities hanging from the ceiling, but it's basically a store of all sorts of more oddities. Fun place. Definitely worth stopping in if you're wandering the town. And I see the world's largest frying pan right across the street. Cool. So I'm almost at the end of town. I'm going to turn around and head back, but I got 3 people deciding to sit and hang out right in front of the frying pan. I think it would be nice and smile and see if they can move for me for a second. Or if they want to be in my video, one of the 3. Let's see what happens. So I got Matta, Ellen, and Brooke are going to join me in the world's largest frying pan.
Yeah.
Are you guys from around here?
We're from like just outside of Portland on the Washington.
Oh, cool. Okay, yeah. So they're kind of locals.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm heading that way actually in about a week.
Where are you from?
Yeah, I'm actually from Southern California, but since 2019 I've been traveling full time.
Oh, yeah.
And this is the second time I've been up in this area, but I haven't been here. And I actually ordered a new iPad that I'm picking up just outside of Portland in the Tigard Apple store, so I don't have to pay. So I don't have to pay sales tax.
Oh, super nice.
Yeah, so that's the nice thing about traveling full time. So anyway, say hi to our road to Camelot.
Hi.
Hey. Oh, thank you. Cool, nice squirrels. And also them standing in front of the frying pan gives you a chance to see just how big that thing is. All right. I love that. This shop is every husband's nightmare. Wow, I'm sure. Cool window art. Yeah, the smell of all this food. I just ate not that long ago and it's making me hungry just thinking about it. But yeah, cool little town. I love these little seaside shanty type towns. There's the Castaways again, Long Beach Tavern, and a whole bunch of shops. Safe to cross. In the past, that would have been a must-stop store. Man, sometimes those habits do die hard, but I'm doing good. Not even tempted at the moment. Oh, urban legend. Urban legend. That's funny. Yep, that is one of those kind of shops. Not like oregano or urban legends, but the other kind of urban legend. After all, I am in Washington. Oh, looks like I'm where I started. So they do have a little market that is, I'm parked right next to. So I'm gonna hit up the market and pick up a few things and then I'll be on my way. You grab a shopping bag out of the truck. Remember, if you come to Washington, if you're not from a state that you need shopping bags, you do here. So make sure you grab one before you go inside. Okay, interesting update. It is now 8:17 Tuesday evening. A couple hours ago there was an 8.7, later upgraded to an 8.8 earthquake in Russia. And the reason why that's important to know is because my phone has been going off with tsunami, first a tsunami watch and now a tsunami advisory. It's been upgraded. I'm keeping an eye on the tsunami.gov website, and I pulled out and hooked up my weather radio.
Northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Thursday, cloudy. Highs in the upper 60s.
Yeah, I was talking about the tsunami a short while ago. Now it's talking about the weather. So I'm going to keep an eye on this, so hopefully things will get downgraded or at least not upgraded anymore. I did find, though, on the tsunami.gov website, actually, this is kind of a map. When you look up here at the California coast, all that orange is basically advisory. So we're all under an advisory. Hawaii is under a warning, and so are the Aleutian Islands. So some of the Aleutian Islands are under a warning. So that's kind of where we're at there. If you click on down at the bottom here, you have 40 tsunami messages. So the first one I had already clicked on. Yeah, so it was updated at 7:25 p.m. It'll be updated again at 8:25, and it gives you the information as far as tsunami advisory in effect for California, Oregon, and Washington. I am in Washington right now. Let's see, if you come down further, I'm in Long Beach, and I'm really like right near the water. You probably have seen that in this video already, but it says forecast start of tsunami, the forecast tsunami duration, and the max height. So in Long Beach at 11:45 tonight, it's expected to hit Pacific Daylight Time, July 29, and there is no duration scheduled for my area, and it's only going to rise less than a foot. So I'm pretty confident I don't need to bug out of here. That's kind of what we're looking at. When you go down further, it gives you the preliminary earthquake parameters. It was an 8.8 when it hit, and then they give you suggested actions. So if you're in a warning area, or if you're in a warning or advisory area, follow these steps. And where was the other one? I saw if you're in an advisory, it's there too. Oh yeah. And if you're on a tsunami advisory area, you follow these additional things. So pretty much, if it's less than a foot, even if it gets up to a foot to 2 feet, I should be in pretty good shape where I'm sitting right here. There will be a siren going off if it turns into a warning, and then we are to get to higher ground. And I think we're probably about 5-10 minutes from higher ground to drive up there, so providing the road doesn't get jammed up with people driving up there, hopefully not. But anyways, yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at. So that is my latest update. I'll definitely, truthfully, by the time you see this video, all this will be past history, and hopefully I'm not in a houseboat instead of my fifth wheel. Yeah, that would not be fun. I do plan, seriously though, because tsunamis are a threat along the coast, and they're expecting something to hit sometime in the next 50 years, as they said, and they're talking about an 8-point earthquake could do it. Well, this was an 8.8. And if you know how the Richter scale works, that's pretty significant. So what I'm looking for is probably leaving here early in the next day or so and going to my next location, see if I can't change my reservations, because to be honest, this has been a little bit stressful over the past few days, so I'm not going to sit, over the past few hours, so I don't want to sit and go through that for more days, because there are aftershocks. Sometimes aftershocks can be big as well. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off for this right now. If there's anything else that happens tsunami wise, I'll let you know. Other than that, let's keep going. I know I was talking about averting the tsunami. The tide apparently was quite high, because where it's breaking now is where it was breaking before, and shows evidence that the tide has been up quite a bit further. So anyway, tsunami was averted, but I can't help but to think that the tide came in that far because of that earthquake and the tsunami. So yeah, a lot of people were freaking out about the tsunami. A lot of people pulled out of the park early. I contemplated pulling out, but decided, no, I don't gonna do that. But from what I discovered, and I talked about that earlier, you probably already saw that, high tide is the difference between 9 feet, 3 meters from low tide to high tide. The tsunami was supposed to hit at low tide, and though those things will last a while, though we didn't have any significant surge, so they say, there's evidence here that the water level came up by quite a bit, and that whole crab debris field is washed away. So yeah, I think something might have happened out here. We have a little bit of debris, but pretty wild. So this is probably my last day to come wandering out here. I might come out tomorrow. I'm leaving in 2 days, leaving the area. So tomorrow I'll be doing a lot of cleanup, didn't really do a whole lot of exploring. I might head out either later today or tomorrow to head up to the Cape of Disappointment. But that would probably be about it. I'm not going to do much sightseeing here. Pretty much covered the whole area a few years back in 2020, I believe it was. Yeah, we went all through this area, Lewis and Clark and the whole 9 yards. But yeah, just enjoying the time here at the ocean. And waves are coming up again. But yeah, it's pretty cool that to have gone through, well, it's cool because nothing happened, but to have gone through a whole tsunami advisory and a bit of a scare. But yeah, this is pretty low ground all around, so I'm sure if they had a serious event, this whole place would have been underwater. So, and so would the campground. The campground isn't that far. So anyways, but next stop after this, I'm going to be on high ground up in the mountains, so no worries there. So, all right. Going to take a nice walk here on the beach, and I'll see you back at the rig. So I'm wrapping it up here in, where am I? Long Beach, Seaview, Washington. And we're going to end this video here. Make sure you hit the subscription button. Notification bell lets you know when I post every Sunday at 2. Thumbs up for good measure. And I will see you on the road to Oregon.